After learning the color wheel and creating the color wheel on the previous video here on this channel, we learned about the primary colors blue, red and yellow, and we learned as well how to create secondary and tertiary colors. Today is that moment that we have to understand how to use these colors and where to use. First, before we will start with understanding of this color, I also will invite you to create a white palette with these three colors, and we will create a tons of the different tertiary colors, and it will be a great exercise for you to understand which colors are warm, which colors are cool, and as well how to create more intense hues or less intense hues. I invite you to stay till the end of this video, because by the end of this video I will explain you how to understand the colors, how the palette colors are created, and how to create a harmonious palette. And this kind of palette that you look on Pinterest to understand how better to fit one or another color to create a harmonious work or harmonious photography. Because the understanding color will help you not only in watercolors, but in any art and as well in photography. For those of you who are for the first time here, my name is Ala, I'm a sketch illustrator and watercolorist. And from 2020, I'm an art teacher too.
Talking about the balance in watercolor, we also need to discuss color harmony. The sense of harmony is very subjective. A color combination that looks pleasing to one person might not resonate with another. Nevertheless, here are some guidelines to help you experiment with color and find your personal preferences. Harmony is the balance or symmetry of force. When two or more mutually harmonious colors are mixed, they yield a neutral gray. These are complementary colors. And already we established on our color wheel that two diametrically positioned colors on the color wheel are complementary. And today I will start with complementary colors first, and we will have 6 combinations of those, and then we will proceed with 3 colors that can create a cool combination, a great combination. And as well, we will talk about 4 color combination, because 3 and 4 color combination are mostly used in art, in how we mix, for example, even when we dressed up, and in photography, and in a lot of places. Complementary colors are pairs of colors that, when combined, cancel each other out. This means they produce a grayscale color like white or black when mixed together. These colors are directly opposite each other on the color wheel. For example, first I started with yellow, and the next color to it is purple. These are complementary colors, or for example the orange, and later on you will see I will apply the blue color. These are also complementary colors. And how we understand these complementary colors? Complementary colors offer the highest contrast, yes, and maximum stability when placed next to each other. They make each other appear brighter and more vibrant. When mixed, complementary colors neutralize each other, creating various shades of gray or brown. This is useful for toning down colors and creating shadows. When we use complementary colors, for example, for highlighting areas, we use complementary colors to highlight important areas of our paintings. For example, a touch of red in a predominantly green painting can draw attention to a focal point. For example, if you follow along with the flower course, I have there a field of flowers, and I added to the greenery red flowers. In this way, we catched up the attention of the viewer. Another way that we can use complementary colors are creating shadows. For example, mixing a color with its complement can create natural-looking shadows and depth. For example, usually I use on the shadows the purple color, but we can also use for the shadows the complementary colors. These will just adjust and help the creating the shadows different and more rich. Another way to use the complementary colors is for balancing a composition. What do I mean is that when we add visual interest and harmony to the work. For example, a balanced use of blue and orange can create a dynamic and engaging piece of art. Enhancing vibrancy, this placing, for example, complementary colors next to each other enhances their intensity, and this technique is particularly effective in creating vibrant and dynamic compositions. And let me mention the techniques for using complementary colors. For example, direct complementary scheme. This involves using two colors that are directly opposite each other on the color wheel. It looks really simple but effective for creating high contrast and vibrant composition. For example, we use yellow and purple color like it is in the first example. This combination works really well in floral compositions or to create striking contrasts. Or for example, the blue and orange color, like it is on the third example. It is great for landscapes with blue skies and earthy tones. And now I will share with you the red and green. Usually the red and green color are commonly used in nature paintings, such as red flowers against green leaves. So this can be one of the ways to use these complementary colors in watercolors, in travel sketching, in any works that you want to create. If we, for example, split complementary scheme, and instead of using the direct complement, you use a base color and two colors adjacent to its complement. This approach reduces the intensity of the contrast while maintaining the balance and harmony. But about this we will talk a little bit later, once we will talk about the three colors and four colors of the scheme. Another way to use complementary colors is to mix a color with its complement to create neutral tones for shadows and subdued areas. And as I already mentioned, if you mix blue with a small amount of orange, it creates a neutral, less saturated color for the shadow areas in a sky. And it can be a great choice when you want to apply some shadows, but that those are not as strong as we usually use. And look how we finished our complementary scheme of two colors. We just added all the colors that we have from our wheel, which is amazing. And now we will proceed with three colors, with three complementary colors. I already mentioned that when we work with three colors, usually this approach reduces the intensity of the contrast, but it maintains the balance and the harmony. For example, even if you are not using these for watercolors and you are using for any other aspect of your life, like for example mixing the things that you dress up, then you can use as well this palette. On the 12 color wheel, you can also connect any three colors with chords that make an equilateral or isosceles triangle. These three colors, when mixed, will give a neutral gray. For making, for example, a set of 4 harmonious colors, you may connect 4 colors with chords that form a square or rectangle. But about 4 colors, we will talk a little bit later. And we now proceed with creation of the 16 harmonious triads. 4 triadic sets, each containing 3 colors that are equally spaced from one another, and 12 sets of split complementary colors that have one base color and 2 opposite colors, separated by one swatch gap between. And I started with the yellow, a little bit yellow-orange color, orange-red color first. And we will go from warmer colors to cooler colors, and I will show you how to connect this. How to understand triadic color schemes. First, equidistant colors. In a 12-color wheel, a triadic scheme forms an equilateral triangle. Common examples include, for example, the primary triad is red, yellow, and blue. The secondary triad is green, orange, and purple. And tertiary triad combinations like red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, violet. When triadic schemes offer strong visual contrast while maintaining harmony, it means that there is a work of balance and contrast. They are less contrasting than complementary schemes, but provide a more balanced and vibrant palette than analogous schemes, for example, as we have seen already with only 2 colors. When we use triadic colors. When we want, for example, to create a dynamic composition, triadic colors add energy and dynamism to a painting, making it an ideal for subjects requiring vibrancy, such as abstract art, floral compositions, or lively scenes. The second way is that these ensure harmony in the work, because when we use triadic schemes, this ensures that no single color dominates, making it easier to achieve a balanced composition. And it is a great way to create some experiments. This is ideal for anyone who enjoys experimenting with color interactions, as triadic schemes provide a wide range of possibilities while maintaining a cohesive look. Techniques for using triadic colors. Dominant and accent colors. You have to choose one color to dominate and use the other two as accents. This helps prevent the painting from becoming too chaotic. For example, predominantly yellow with touches of red and blue, or mostly blue with accents of red and yellow. Some important information to mention when we use these 3 colors is that when we want to maintain harmony, we have to use varying proportions of these 3 colors. We have to avoid using all 3 colors in equal amounts to prevent visual clutter. For example, we have to use, if we use 60% blue, then we use 30% red and 10% yellow. Or for example, we use 50% green, 40% purple, and 10% orange. When we experiment with mixing triadic colors, we create interesting intermediate hues, and using glazing techniques, we build depth. And this can add also complexity and subtlety to our works. As well, if we want to prevent bright compositions, we mix triadic colors with a small amount of their complementary colors to mute them slightly. This can help create a more sophisticated palette. When we want, for example, to create a focal point, then we use one of the triadic colors to create focal points, and a small amount of contrasting color in a largely monochromatic area can draw the viewer's eye effectively. Let me share some practical examples on how to use these different triads. And the first example is using the primary triad of yellow, red, and blue color. Usage. Ideally, it is used for bold, dynamic paintings, and each color stands out, but they work harmoniously. When we use blue as the dominant color for a serene background, then we, for example, with red for focal elements use and yellow for the highlights. And now on the palette I share with you the triangles, how those are seen on our palette, and how we can, even without creating this variety of complementary and triad color, to use straight away from the color wheel. The secondary triad is the orange, purple, and green color. We use this for creating vibrant, energetic scenes with a lot of depth. And usually when we apply green as the primary background color, with orange for midground elements and purple for shadows and depth. And the last example, tertiary triad, the red-orange color, blue-violet and yellow-green color, the last that we stopped painting. It is great for more nuanced and sophisticated palettes. For example, blue-violet is the main color for a calm, moody atmosphere, with red-orange for warm highlights and yellow-green for fresh, lively accents. And I moved already to the Tetradic color scheme. It is also known as a double complementary scheme. It involves 4 colors arranged into 2 complementary pairs. So if you remember, we have painted complementary colors at the beginning of this video, where I shared different complementary pairs of colors. And this scheme is rich and versatile, offering a wide range of color interactions and visual interest. I prepared the whole palette and I haven't shared the whole process, but lately I will leave a picture of all these colors, of all this combination, and you can understand it better and work more with it. Color arrangement. In a 12-color wheel, a tetradic scheme forms a rectangle or square. For example, a rectangle, it can be a red, green, blue and orange color. In a square, it can be red, green, yellow, orange and blue, violet. And if we talk about the balance and complexity, like we talked about the complementary colors and triadic colors, the tetradic schemes are complex and vibrant, providing strong visual interest while maintaining balance. They offer more variety and depth than triadic or complementary schemes. And when to use these tetradic colors? For example, in rich and complex compositions. These are ideal for paintings that require a wide range of colors and intricate details such as landscapes, still lifes, and complex scenes. Then when we use, for example, for balancing warm and cool colors, it is effective in creating compositions with both warm and cool colors, adding in this way depth and dimension. And as well, it is suitable for artists who enjoy exploring color relationships and creating dynamic interactions within the works. How to use the tetradic colors, the techniques. For example, the dominant and subordinate colors. We have to choose one color to dominate and use the other 3 colors as accents to avoid overwhelming the composition. For example, if we use predominantly blue with accents of red, orange and green color. Or, for example, mainly yellow-orange with touches of blue-violet, red and green color. And how we use the color proportions. We use varying proportions of the 4 colors to maintain the harmony and prevent the visual clutter. For example, if we use 50% blue, then we use 25% of red, 15% of green and 10% of orange. If we, for example, use 40% yellow-orange color, then 30% will be blue-violet, 20% red and 10% green color. And I want to share with you some practical examples, like for example, rectangle scheme, when using red, green, blue and orange. This scheme is usually suitable for dynamic and balanced compositions with a variety of hues. And we use green as the main background color, blue for midground elements, red for focal points and orange for highlights. And the last combination is red, green, yellow, orange and blue-violet. It is ideal for creating vibrant and harmonious compositions with a balanced mix of warm and cool colors. Usually the application we use yellow-orange for a warm background, blue-violet for cool accents, red for focal areas and green for balancing elements. And as far as you see, we come to the end of this video. And here in this video I showed you that using a limited palette of just a few colors can create a more cohesive and harmonious painting. This approach forces us to mix colors and discover subtle variations. And let's make a recapitulation of what we have worked on during this video. We have created complementary color scheme, the colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel, that provide a high contrast and vibrant look. Then we worked on Triadic color scheme, uses three colors like red, yellow and blue, and create a triangle on the color wheel. And the last one, the Tetradic color scheme, it is double complementary, that scheme uses four colors arranged into two complementary pairs. And usually we have like a square or rectangle. This is rich palette, provides plenty of possibilities for creating vibrant and complex design. So I share on this color wheel the Tetradic, that we show the four colors that we can use. And as well, if we are working on the Triadic color scheme, then we use a triangle. By experimenting with these techniques and understanding the relationships between colors on the color wheel, you can achieve beautiful and harmonious watercolor paintings that reflect your unique style and preferences. You can enhance the vibrancy, depth and balance of your watercolor paintings, creating dynamic and engaging artworks.
Dear friends, I hope that with this video you learned something new and you understand better the color, and it will help you on the future works, on the future compositions that you will work on. If it is for the first time that you are here, I invite you to watch as well this video with the color wheel and another video about the textures in watercolors. These two videos are main videos for any beginner artist who want to initiate in watercolors and to create new works with new knowledge from today. I also invite you to like and share this video with the friends who love as well to paint with the watercolors. If you have any doubt or questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. I will be super happy to answer all of your questions. As well, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because on the next video I will talk about perspective, and it is another interesting tool if in case you want to create depth in your works and if you want to create interesting travel sketches. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye!